Tribalism is taking over fitness. We have boot camps, CrossFit, yoga, bar, vegan, carnivore, all these different tribes, but are they right for you?
What's up, people? So it is tribe time in fitness, and everywhere you go, everywhere you look, there's another tribe, another cult, another religion popping up in the fitness industry, whether it's CrossFit, vegan, paleo, carnivore, gluten-free, bar, yoga, Zumba. It doesn't matter what it is, these tribes are everywhere. The good part about this is it alleviates one problem to your fitness. It has levels of accountability, and it has hard, rigid systems in place, whether that is CrossFit, Zumba, bar, yoga, paleo, vegan, carnivore, so on and so forth. These are hard, rigid rules for you to then follow for your fitness. So if it's something where you feel that you need a very set, rigid program, there's a program out there for you that will somewhat agree with your natural inklings and philosophies, as opposed to hatching it out and figuring out exactly what's right for you and what's going to benefit you in the long term. So us as human beings, as animals, we tend to be tribalistic people. We want to do things with groups of people. We want to work out with groups of people. We want to eat with groups of people. We want to gather with groups of people. And that's kind of the good of the tribalism, is it feeds that need. And you're also entering in a community of like-minded individuals that do different behaviors such as yourself. And let's take a deep dive into CrossFit real quick. So with CrossFit, you're going through the similar types of workouts as everyone else. You're doing your WODs. And then along with your WODs, what you're also doing is you're most likely eating paleo, because CrossFit does promote a paleo diet. And so then you guys are all working out every day. You're doing your WODs, you're eating paleo. So now you have that kind of culture, which is setting a new norm. And that norm is actually healthier than the societal norm that you see, where people are taking their kids to 7-Eleven, having them have a medium Slurpee, and asking them what type of glazed donut they want. Good God, that's enough sugar for a full month right there. I digress. So that's kind of the benefits of tribalism, is you're setting the norm to a healthier norm. You're meeting with like-minded people that are focused around your specific health inklings and different things like that. The problem with the tribalism is it's not designed specifically for you. So when we dive into the idea of what fitness is, or that very specific picture that you get in your head of what it would mean like to be fit for you, that's when we start to get very individualized, and we look towards a lot of different things. I had an amazing conversation with someone earlier today. They kill it in the gym practically every day. And I just asked them, I said, well, what's your goal? And they said, well, they want to be strong AF, or as fuck, in case you didn't know what AF meant. And so we got into her goals and different things like that. And she was telling me about how she felt slightly limited. She actually just picked up rock climbing, which is awesome. It's a little bit of an elderly woman. And she said that she wants to start to get into kite surfing. And that's something that she wants to build up her core strength to kite surf. To be blunt, my objective really isn't kite surfing. I too am looking to be strong as fuck. But I'm looking more towards the aesthetics, more towards powerlifting, moving a lot of weight, and developing as much lean muscle as humanly possible, which actually hinders my capacity to do things like rock climb, because while I might have the core strength to do such, the finger strength, as I get into those heavier weight brackets, that 200 plus pounds with just my fingers, that then becomes a little bit more limiting. And for me, doing rock climbing isn't exactly important to me. So we're building up that type of distal grip strength that is required for being a very, very competent rock climber isn't something that I value very much. And this is something that we kind of see a little bit with the tribalism. So every tribe, the objective is to get people out and moving, which is awesome and amazing. And if you're part of a fitness tribe, don't necessarily stop, but maybe refine, do some other extracurricular things to refine your program to reflect your particular ideal of fit. So again, when we look at that CrossFit, they're hitting a bunch of different markers when it comes to fitness. So they're very much about being kind of the generalist and the jack of all trades when it comes to fitness, not really a specialist in any one particular thing. So again, we take that person, their goal is to be strong as fuck. Well, now you're doing CrossFit and now you're working a lot on your cardiovascular work. You're working a lot on rope climbing. You're working a lot on things that don't actually lend themselves and support being as strong as you could possibly be. And so we want to take things, and it's good to have that culture, it's good to have that norm, but we refine it down and we add layers to that norm to gear specifically towards our own needs, our own body, and exactly what we're looking for and what to get from our body. It goes true with diets. So when we look at diets, we really want to pay attention to how the foods make us feel. And while there might be some overarching philosophy behind what we're eating, we want to pay attention to how our body's responding to the stimulus that we're putting in it. Don't get married to a specific tribe that might not be lending itself to how your body responds to foods. If your body doesn't respond well to vegetables and you're eating a lot of vegetables and they bloat you and you get a lot of gas and you're running slower and your energy's low and you feel run down from having lots of vegetables, well then a vegan diet probably isn't right for you. Inversely, if every time you eat meat you feel very bloated and slow down and lethargic, well then a carnivore diet isn't exactly right for you. This is going to be based on your specific gut bacteria and your gut biome, as well as your blood type and all these other factors that are going to come into play when it comes to your diet and what foods your body responds to well. This is why I always recommend that you initially do an elimination diet and then you start to reincorporate foods and pay attention to whichever way your body leans, because your body will literally guide you to an appropriate and healthy diet for you. So that's why you want maybe the overarching idea of being in a tribe and having that community and having that new norm, that healthier norm than what we typically see, could be good and beneficial to you. And God, anything that motivates you to stay active and be active and do what you need to do is a good thing. However, if we're looking to have very specific goals that are going to benefit us in a very particular way to reach our own ideal of fitness, we need to appreciate the fact that if we're in a group of 20 plus people and we're working in this tribe, the goals of the tribe will not exactly align with your goals. The needs that you have as far as getting your muscles to activate appropriately, your alignment, your form, where you are in your progression, your mobility work, all of those things are going to need to be customized down to you, the individual. And when we're working in those groups, it can't be broken down specifically for each and every person. My name's Enrico Frianelli. I'm the Fitness Sensei. If you're part of any fitness tribe, I want you to just comment below with exactly what fitness tribe you're part of. Maybe I'll dive a little bit deeper if you like this series. If there's any particular fitness tribe that you subscribe to or are interested in or want me to go a little bit deeper on, again, just comment below with what that is. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and I'll catch you guys later.